Welcome to Coach's Corner. I'm your host, Sean Anderson for Ponca City Public Schools. This is our weekly visit with the coaches of Pohigh Athletics, and we have the head coach of the Ponca City High School track team, Coach Lee Guess, is with us. Coach Guess, thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Big weekend last weekend here in Ponca City at Sullivan Stadium. It was a regional hosted for the first time in 7 years, hosting a regional right here in Ponca City. That was a fantastic thing. Coach Guess's athletes didn't have to get up super early, get on a bus, make a big trip. They had it right here at Sullivan Stadium. 18 teams showed up, a bunch of athletes. If you had to put a number on how many athletes were out there on the field and track at one time, how many would you say?
I think it's right about 500 kids.
About 500 kids, yeah. It was a big regional, and you know, there are Ponca City High School athletes that have qualified for state. We're going to talk about that now. First off, though, the regional, as far as how it all came together Saturday, weather-wise and otherwise, how was it?
It was a hard week for us to get things ready because you got so many places the water can be. And then you got to get all these folks that you want to work. And I want to tell all those people that work for us for the regional, thank you. Everybody that donated things, thank you.
Yeah.
Every coach that I talked to Saturday told me that if they had a regional next year here, they would want to be here.
Fantastic.
It ran smooth, no hitches, no complaints. I was ready to go home.
Yeah, I bet after a long day. Well, Drew Markle brought it home in the shot put. Drew's going to state.
Yes, she is.
Shot put, that's it's not an easy category. It is not an easy event, is it?
No, and you know what? It's great that she's going because I looked in the sheet and I saw Broken Arrow and then I saw Midwest City, and those two teams always have great shot guys. And then Shawnee was there too, but for her to take third and get on in there,
yeah,
you know,
going to state. Kelsey Steiger in the discus, and tell us about that.
This young lady has potential to be one of the best disc girls we ever had.
Wow.
One of the best.
Really?
She finished first in the regional, and we were very happy that she came up and came at the right time and just showed out. And she did a great job.
Yeah. Now, I may mispronounce this, and Simeon, I do apologize if I do, but Simeon Fagel in the discus, wonderful showing, going to state.
Yeah, so he was one of the young men. I started talking to him, and he was about the 7th, 8th grade, about coming on off the track.
Yeah.
And I didn't know at the time that his dad had done it too in high school.
Wow.
So his dad, I know his dad is just going through the roof when he.
Oh, yeah.
But Simmons one of those kids that early in the year you thought he wasn't going to make it, like always in Ponca City.
Yeah.
If you hang around long enough, we're going to get some kids in.
Oh, yeah,
Yes.
Big time. And headed to state. The 4x400, this is the mile. Each runner does a quarter.
Yes.
And you had Justin Thompson, Chase Matson, Trevon Tipton, Andrew Mitchell. Is that right, Mitchell?
Yes.
Okay. Andrew. They all teamed up to make that happen and taking that relay team to state. How do you feel about that?
I am ecstatic. It's been a while since the mile relay boys have been to state. Those young men came out. I thought we were going to finish like 4th and have to wait and see who's going to get in.
Yeah.
But they went out there and they wouldn't let BA them run away from them.
Wow.
And they took third, and hey, all the money's punched the ticket. Ain't got to wait everybody anything. They punched the ticket early.
And Chase, by the way, is going to be a very busy Ponca City High School athlete at state coming up this Friday and Saturday. We'll talk more about that in a moment. But Chase Matson, not only with the 4x400, he comes out the 300 hurdles and just lights it up, punches his ticket to state in the 300 hurdles, turns around, does it in the high jump as well.
Hey, this is one of the young men. He's not going to play basketball next year. He's going to focus on track only. And guys, at the end of the year, next year, he's going to have one of the better scholarships out of Ponca City.
Wow.
He's one of those kids that can make a half-time player out of him because he can do so many things.
Yeah.
And right now, we know OCU is looking at him. And even Langston called and asked me before he come to Langston.
Wow.
And he don't even know what these folks are looking at him right now. But he told me, he said, Coach, I'm running track only next year. I said, oh, no, you got to play basketball too.
Yeah.
But he decided, I said, hey, you're a senior next year. You do what you want to. The good thing about that list right there, all those kids are back.
Oh, wow.
Not a senior on
Not
that
a
list.
one senior.
Not one senior on that list, sir.
Wow. That's
Some
incredible.
of them are sophomores.
Really?
Yes.
Wow. Well, that speaks volumes.
Yes, it does.
It really does. And talk about the competition at regionals. I mean, to get 8 athletes, of course you want more. You want more athletes to qualify for state, but even 8 in a field that is so competitive, you gotta be happy and proud.
Very proud. When they put BA in our regional, we knew BA was going to be the best team, and they did. They won the girls and boys regional championship, but everybody else, Stillwater, and we all were kind of Shawnee. We were all kind of even in Midwest City,
Yeah.
so we knew we all had a shot.
Yeah.
And everybody got those 8, 10 kids in from all those teams, and we all gave each other a hug at the end of the day.
Oh, good.
Stillwater, and I got to give props out. Stillwater and Sean, and Stillwater and Enid came on board and helped me with the regional.
Oh, good.
And then BA just took the pole vault and just took off from it. Thank God you know enough coaches.
Right.
And,
right.
and they know the regional got to have help.
Yeah.
And we didn't ask all these guys to step up. They stepped up themselves.
Oh, that's wonderful. Well, state is happening, and it's happening in Moore this Friday and Saturday. So as you're watching this, it's coming up Friday and Saturday, big weekend trip. How does that work for your athletes? Is it just the athletes have qualified for state and the coaches? I mean, how does that work?
Yeah, the only one get to go to state is the one to qualify.
Right.
And then a couple of coaches probably go back to football. And we'll pick out who's coming down Friday and who's coming down. Thursday night, who comes down Friday. What I want them to do is you bring them down the day before their meet, time to run stuff. So they get a good night's sleep. Ain't got to get up too early driving down.
Right.
And then when that bunch gets done Friday, they go home if they don't qualify for the finals.
Yeah.
And then anybody who got to do things Saturday come down Friday night, stay all night. And then we all go home Saturday.
Yeah, very nice.
We should get some medals.
Yeah.
Let's get some points this year.
Yeah, it would be fantastic. Well, the Ponca City High School track team doing quite well. 8 going to state, and we'll look forward to visiting with Coach Guess again as we wrap up the track season. And yeah, absolutely.
Mom Marco, please, please, please do not go to sleep on me yet. This young lady has done so much this year for our track program. She's been my backbone.
Yeah.
Every time I forget something, she reminds me. So, hello there. See you in about an hour and a half.
There we go. That is a shout out. And you couldn't do it without tremendous support like that.
Oh, yes, yes.
I mean, it's a lot.
It is a lot. And I
Right.
hope to see you. We can have a chance to talk about this when we get back from state.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Well, we'll have Coach Gus back on certainly to do a recap of state and the season, and looking forward to next season. And as Coach Gus said, all of the athletes qualifying for state from the Pohai track team, all coming back next year, and some of them even sophomores, and that really speaks well for the Pohai track team moving forward. So that's going to do it for this edition of Coach's Corner. My thanks to Coach Guess.
Thank you, sir, for having me.
Always thank you. And we'll do it again next time as we catch up with the coaches of Pohai Athletics right here on Coach's Corner. Thanks for watching.